Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has is 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase, Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has made Science of Power Manifestation Yoga temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam and Nityananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva.
choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Diksha or the initiation from His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas are the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas are the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Nityananda Jnanapatiti for the power of silicon opening an app, powerful cognition from living Advaita Satsang.
Natural evolution, law of natural raising, law of naturally moving to the highest coherence of your consciousness. There is a natural universal law. Everything is flowing in that. Everything is flowing with that. Swadharamam apichavikshya navikampitum arhasi dharmyatki yuddha shreyonyat kshatriyasya na vidyate. It's Bhagavan's words. You can't, you should not dare to manipulate or misinterpret this word. Bhagavan is straight away saying, for your Swadharma, see the reason with which I created you, the place where you are supposed to fit, for that, this is the right action, do it. The Creator authoritatively addresses the problem. Please understand, Krishna is not a person who is conditioned by the concepts of community, caste, creed or religion or other social morality and social ideas. No. He has done everything you describe as immoral, illegal in those days or nowadays. Anything you describe as illegal or immoral, Krishna has done it. He has not left anything. He has done the greatest things of the world. And same way, he has done what you call as cheapest. Here is the authority who has the right to say about Swadharma. Please understand. Whatever is said and done, a man who has not seen both sides misses little juice, little spice. I cannot say don't eat non-veg because I do not know if I was habituated, brought up with non-veg, how to quit. I do not know all the struggles and suffering you go through. When I see a photograph of non-veg cooked, I do not have any experience in my tongue. My tongue is dead. It is not inviting. It is not tempting me. So what right do I have to tell you, give up non-veg? I can say as a medical advice, I can give this word. But I don't have a moral authority because I do not know how to get out of that saliva comes in your mouth when you see the non-veg photograph. When the smell of cooking the non-veg happens to you. I do not know. I can at the most tell you to get out of gongura chutney. Because only that I have tasted. When I see that, the saliva which comes in my mouth, I have controlled, I know how to control. So this I have right. But many things I myself have not tasted. So I have no right to talk about Swadharma. Please understand, a man who has missed many things in his life naturally will be less spicy. Here is Bhagavan who has played with the life like a child. He is not the guy who enters into the lake and just takes bath and washes his body and applies the soap and takes bath and comes out. He is a guy who splashes the whole water, wills in the water, jumps, makes a big ruckus. I can tell you very clearly how Vrindavan would have been. Every day, the extreme joy and happiness and extreme insecurity. You do not know what he will do next day. Two types of insecurity. One, insecurity, what will happen to you, where will you be near him or away from him, what will happen to your relationship with him. Second, you are so much involved with him, when you have so much love, you have a deep insecurity, will this fellow land himself in some problem? I tell you, when you have too much of love, if you are involved too much with anybody, you will have a deep insecurity about that person. You will have fear. He is so innocent, we don't know, will he land himself in some problem? Don't worry. Even though gopis and gopikas had so much of fear, will Krishna land himself in any trouble? No. Only he landed all others into trouble. But you need to wait till the end of the Bhagavata story. During Bhagavata story, it always looks like Krishna is having trouble. But by the end of the chapter, always Krishna wins. That is why he is Krishna. Krishna has right to talk about Swadharma. Bhagavan has authority to talk about Swadharma. Swadharma is a natural flow of your being. First thing, you need to have tremendous respect for your choices. I have seen many people live in mental poverty. They feel whatever they are doing, even if it is good thing, heart of the heart they believe they are doing it as in a choiceless way, which is not. Understand? Just yesterday, I was having meeting with group of my disciples, followers, doctors. Please understand, I told them, don't feel this profession. You took this profession for money. You can make money by selling alcohol. It is after all illegal. Sorry, legal in this country. It's not illegal. You can make money by selling alcohol also. You can make money by doing so many things which is immoral but legal. You have not chosen all those professions. You have chosen the great sacred, that's the right word I want to use, sacred healing profession. I tell you, wound in your muscles, wound in your physiology, wound in your psychology. If anybody heals both the wounds in any way, I will call them sacred. Wounds in your physiology or psychology, if somebody heals it in some way, even if one good word, a smile, Ramakrishna says very beautifully, when he goes in the horse carriage to Calcutta, he says, even the people who look at me casually will be spiritually benefited and liberated. I thought it's a little too much. Please understand, the psychological healing sometimes may not be permanent because they will again go and hurt themselves. But physiological healing is more long-lasting than psychological healing. That is why I tell you, profession of healing is sacred. Let me be honest, everything is profession in the world. Everything. Whether mother giving birth to a child or a child doing the last rites to the parents. The moment you need a reason, it is profession. If you ask, why should I do Shraddha for my elders? And you get some answer and you do it, it's a profession. It is no more life, it is no more action of love. No, it is profession. The moment why enters into any relationship, it is profession. The moment wife thinks why she should live with this guy, husband thinks why he should live with her, it is now legal prostitution. No more marriage. It is a profession. You need to do what you need to do. She need to do what she need to do. The moment the why enters all relationship is profession. Love does not know why. It just knows it feels good. That's all.
With that, let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
Matter, silicon, is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. क्वचिद् वस्तुनि विन्यस्य शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवी शून्यालयो भवेत् क्वचिद् वस्तुनि विन्यस्य शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवी शून्यालयो भवेत्.
Shastra Pramana are eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. Bhagavan Parameshwar says, having fixed one's eyes on a particular object, Vastu, one should slowly withdraw the sight from that object as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of that object along with the thought and impression of it. Then, O Devi, one abides in Sunya, a state where there is nothing other than this exist, which is the state of all inclusive or infinity. Bhagavan beautifully says here, Swadharma, how he says the whole space that needs to be there is not from a choice, a choicelessness, how we have to exist. When we make a choice, then we always land up in our wrong decisions because there is a choice which is not a choice also. We don't take a full understanding of choice and we make a decision. We exclude and we make a decision. Whenever we make a exclude and make a decision, it is not of the whole. It can never complete the whole space. Only all inclusive completes the whole space. It has to be inclusive. And choicelessness is inclusive of the choice and choicelessness, everything. So beautiful that how you become the space of infinity and all inclusive. Bhagavan beautifully describes with all the example how we need to exist and how he says the minute you ask why, then you are coming into the place of choice. Oh, this is the reason why I have to do, so I am doing. So the why leads to so. So you have a reason. That's why he says eliminate the knowledge, thought, and impression of it. All the three, if you eliminate only, you are going to abide in Devi, the Sunya. As long as you have the knowledge, as long as you have thought or impression, you're going to be struggling with it. When Swetaketu came back and told his father, 12 years I've studied all scriptures, I'm a master of adept in all the scriptures. The father said, why did you even come back? You have not learnt anything. Then he understood that the whole space of enlightenment is going into the space beyond the knowledge, beyond the thoughts, and beyond the impression of it. And he started his journey by having 4 cows. Still, he forgot even to count that one of the cow reminded, hey, we have become 1,000, we have to go back to the Guru. To that extent, the possibility of us becoming without knowledge, without thoughts, without impression has to happen in us. The intensity and the integrity to the higher state of consciousness, higher state of existence, again and again when we reiterate, we'll go back to that powerful space. With that, let's go to Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana are the Rishis, Munis, and Nayanamars who are the authorities of Hinduism who time tested and verified the science of power manifestation. Power of silicon, power to open the app on the phone without touching. Here we have in Sri Kalahasti, we found in the forest the hunter. He did not know how to properly worship Shiva. He poured water from his mouth. He plucked the hair and put it in his head and then offered it. Nearby Swarnamukhi, that river, he took the water to offer the Lord Shiva. After, or whatever animal he hunted, including that flesh, he would offer to Shiva. Lord Shiva accepted his offering since Inna was pure at heart and his devotion was true. Once his eyes of Shivalinga oozed blood and tears, sensing that Lord has been injured, Tinna proceeded to pluck his eyes out with one of the arrow and placed it on the spot of the bleeding eye of the Shivalinga. This stopped the bleeding in that eye, but the complicate matters further. He stopped. He noticed the other eye of the linga also started oozing blood. So Tinna thought that if he were to plug this other eye, he would become blind to exactly know the spot where he has to place. He took his second eyes over and made the spot of the bleeding second eye and placed his great toe on the linga to mark the spot of the bleeding second eye and proceeded to pluck out the other eye. Moved by the extreme devotion, Lord Shiva, Priyabhaktha, appeared before Dina and restored both the eyes, and he made Tina one of the Nayanars, and he was called a Kannappa Nayanar. This is in Periya Puranam, Kannappa Nayanar, full 650 to 830. And there is a reference poetry for that. Such was the devotion that he could not see other than taking care of the Shivalinga. Bhagavan said, healing is sacred. The minute he saw the linga was having a problem, he was ready to heal, even give his own eyes to heal. Such a powerful and intention space he was in simply became a Nayanar at that instant. With this, let's go to Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana are Leelas of Bhagavan. Let's hear Bhagavan's narration.
All the three, it was too much for many of you guys to swallow yesterday. It was too strong. So I have completed tightened all the loose ends. Today you guys will see. It really becomes 100% success. The rain power, the power over the Vatavarana, after tightening all the loose ends. That is one. Second, any gadgets which runs electrically, electronically, you will be able to control it by will. Operate it, do anything you want with will. Two things. This Jnananjanam, I will send it, all of you have. And after having, I will initiate you guys. Then, the first step, where you are supposed to bring rain, write that, keep it under the Krishna Shila, give instruction and leave it. Leave it for 42 minutes. That time don't waste, start playing with the gadgets. Give the instruction and keep the Krishna Shila. Once you give the instruction, that is enough. It does not need to be constantly followed up. You only need to follow up that place, what is happening there. Then pick up any electronic objects you want to play, just put it on the Krishna Shila. Let the Nityananda Yogam participants ask what the Balasant should do. You pen down the instruction, your request. The Balasant will do that. You give that instruction, it will do. Any object, it does not need to be only Balasant's objects, Balasant's iPhones. You keep your iPhone, they will open it. It will open, it will get switched on, it will download the apps or delete whatever you want. Whatever you want, you write and give them. Always all your requests should be in writing.
So beautiful. Bhagavan is giving us how to demonstrate how to do the power manifestation instruction. Here, Shakshi Pramanas are the disciple devotee Balasans all have demonstrated and also sharing their testimonial about power manifestation. Manifesting power of silicon, power of opening the app on the silicon. Let's listen to the Balasans.
My name is Manitya Logupriyananda, and today I want to share about how I manifested the power of silicon. So it was we were in Swamiji's courtyard where Swamiji initiated us into the power of silicon. Means we can, just by seeing the phone, we can command it to open, close, or open an app, or do any like put any messages or anything. So at that time, we all sat down and we were practicing keeping the phone on the Krishna Shila, which is a granite slab. So when Logupriya connected to Swamiji with the power of oneness, Logupriya was able to manifest this power by opening apps and even typing even 1 or 2 letters in the text, in the messaging. So what I want to share is, when you come for IA, which is going to happen on 25th for 23 days, you can also experience the same thing. So I invite all of you to come and enjoy Inner Awakening. Nityananda.
Beautiful. Sharing as though she is using a phone and she's explaining, she's telling about the superconscious effect on the phone. Now let's go to the instruction and the Pratyaksha Pramana, the science behind the power manifestation.
Pratyaksha Pramana, scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state.
Any silicon based electronic objects, you will be able to handle it just by your will. You don't need to touch. I have programmed anything which runs by this silicon and the chip based or memory hard drive, means laptop, iPad, cell phone, anything which runs by electrical and that electronics energy. Just 3-4 days before, I was just trying to play with my iPad, whether that is listening to me. I said, started just listening to me. I said, this app, switch off, it gets off. Without typing the password, open, it opens. And I just said, go to this app store, went and download the messenger, downloaded. It was continuously doing. Then I decided, let me convert this into software and initiate as a power to everyone. Very casually only I did. And also by tomorrow you guys will be having a software. I'm preparing it. Any battery, you just hold in your hand, it will be charged. Any battery. From the air, it will produce energy. Actually, I have done it already. I am converting that into a software. That work is going on. Maybe today, after initiation, I will be in Samadhi. That time I will finish that software work. Actually, whenever I am in Samadhi, I do all this software writing. This power software writing. And I have also tightened and closed all the loose ends in this RAIN software. See, RAIN is related to length, breadth, depth, all the three. It was too much for many of you guys to swallow yesterday. It was too strong. So I have completed tightened all the loose ends. Today you guys will see. It really becomes 100% success. The RAIN power, the power over the Vatavarana, after tightening all the loose ends. That is one. Second, any gadgets which runs electrically, electronically, you will be able to control it by will. Operate it, do anything you want with will. Two things. This Jnananjanam I will send it, all of you have, and after having, I will initiate you guys. Then the first step where you are supposed to bring rain, write that, keep it under the Krishna Shila, give instruction and leave it. Leave it for 42 minutes. That time don't waste, start playing with the gadgets. Give the instruction and keep the Krishna Shila. Once you give the instruction, that is enough. It does not need to be constantly followed up. You only need to follow up that place, what is happening there. Then pick up any electronic objects you want to play, just put it on the Krishna Shila. Let the Nityananda Yogam participants ask what the Balasant should do. You pen down the instruction, your request. The Balasant will do that. You give that instruction, it will do. Any object. It does not need to be only Balasant's objects, Balasant's iPhones. You keep your iPhone, they will open it. It will open, it will get switched on, it will download the apps or delete whatever you want, you write and give them. Always all your requests should be in writing. And then after they perform, you tick or cancel. Any command, only 3 minutes. If it takes more than 3 minutes, cancel, means they are not done it. Go for the next command. Any command only maximum 3 minutes. The rain only 42 minutes. If it is more than 42 minutes, crash, it has not happened, go for the next. Second, start the next place. Understand? So that is the way the fluttering will settle down. And it will become part of your biomemory. There were some of the loose ends, means, I should say, it was too much for your biomemory to grasp, it was too big bite. So many of the biomemories, it got stuck in the throat and unable to digest. First of all, even you are not able to, many of you guys are not able to grasp that it is possible. If you are integrated to that core, that's enough. You will manifest powers. You see, if you sat with your Balasant 3 times, if they have made the rain happen, then the entanglement as Shaktinipada has happened with you. Now you can start. For example, 3 of you are sitting with one Balasant. If that Balasant has made 3 times rain happen, all 3 of you now you can start with your Krishna Shilas. You will start manifesting. 3 times is enough time for the Shaktinipada to happen to you. Same way these gadgets. If you see them, if you are sitting with them and 5 commands they are making it successful, Shaktinipada has happened to you, now you can start. Because you are not that strong to protect you from Shaktinipada more than certain period. Once they make 3 times rain happen, immediately your core opens up for the Shaktinipada. If 5 times you see your Balasant successfully making the commands on the electronic objects, then you can start doing, it will work. It will work for you. That much Shaktinipada only is required. This is almost like a second Garbha Mandir. Structured form, like a Surya, sun. His sun is sunny. Sunny is his sun. Sometimes the part you deny comes and appears as your sun. And Surya's one wife, Usha, means is light. Chaya, all is self-hatred. Shade is opposite to the light. See, all is self-love comes as Usha, self-hatred comes as Chaya. So the whole Graha structure is nothing but our integrity, authenticity, completion, responsibility and enriching expression. Maybe when I find time, I will sit and explain in detail and give you guys a session on that. Yes.
All you guys settle down and close your eyes for a few minutes. I'll finish the initiation. You can open your eyes. You can start manifesting both the powers now. So, now the Nityananda Yogam participants can decide where the rain should happen. You can even keep 2-3 places, no problem. Write as a slip, but find out there should not be weather forecast there. Make sure there is no weather forecast there, rain. You see, under one Krishna Shila, one Balasant can keep even 2-3 places. That's not a problem. But the Balasant should visualize all the 2-3 places and give instruction. Sadashiva says in one place, even drinking alcohol, the karma will not be carried once the liver is destroyed. Means it will not come to you in the next Janma and all. And each of the vows you take, whether during the marriage or during the other kind of initiations, the vows are taken on Jadaragni, means the Agni fire in the stomach. Once that settles over, that sins related to that does not come with you. The breaking of those vows does not come with you. It is left here. For example, if I have to give an example, you take a vow on the Jadaragni that I will not steal others' things, but you steal. That karma will not come to you in the next Janma. It will come only as long as the Jadaragni is alive. Once the Jadaragni goes away, means once you are dead, during the death, Jadaragni is taken away. So after that, that karma doesn't come. For example, on Jadaragni only you take the marriage vows. All the Saptapadi is taken on Jadaragni in Agama. So if you break the marriage vows, karma does not come to you in the next Janma mandal. Once the Jadaragni goes away, it goes away. That's all. It doesn't come after that. But if you miss the integrity with the Guru, that goes into biomemory and gets carried to Janmas. Gets carried to Janmas. Understand? Because the relationship with Guru is biomemory level, deepest level. It's a level of relationship and level of commitment only based on that, how much of what karma comes with you and what karma does not come with you. Nothing else. Cosmos does not recognize property. Means ownership is not recognized in Cosmos. This is mine, that is yours. That is not recognized in Cosmos. That is recognized only in the local law. Marriage is not recognized in Cosmos. It's not recognized in Cosmos. It's only recognized in your locality and in your society. But integrity is recognized to the Cosmos. It is the spindle on which the lokas circulate, lokas spin around. Understand? You all need to know, the Vedic tradition says, the whole, the universe you know is going around the earth. This is the sun, this is the earth. Earth is going around the sun physically. Means the timing you know. But cosmically if you see billion year, sun is also going around. Sun itself is going around. This is billion year, it is 1 year. That is why you always think about the 1 year and forget this billion year. Based on this only the yugas are counted. Understand? The whole universe, the spindle, Standila is planet Earth. Because only here consciousness is alive. The spindle, you guys know only about the horizontal universe. In the vertical universe, this is the spindle. Below Batala, Adala, Sudala, Talatala, Batala, Boo. The whole thing you know is Boo. The whole Milky Way, everything is Boo. Above, Bhuva, Swa, Tapa,
in this whole spindle, the spindle goes through the planet Earth. That is why the Upanishads and Vedas say planet Earth is the center and everything goes round. So the whole thing, you know, end of the day, in billion year, goes round the planet Earth. Earth is flat as per Vedas, because whatever you know as Bhu is called as Earth in Vedic tradition. Not just this planet Earth, this ball. Whatever you know, the whole Milky Way is called as planet Earth, called as Bhu in Vedic tradition. Earth is flat as for the Veda is right. Because the definition of Bhu is not this planet. All the grahas you know put together is the Milky Way is described as Bhu in Vedic tradition. That is flat. Actually, I am writing the software. The kids will start writing all the planet transitions, results and the impacts. They will start writing the Rasi Balan. I'm going to download that software into them. That is why the whole graha is going inside me. Grahas are running around inside me. Maybe next 4 or 5 days. That's what. All the transits she gave, the pala, she will start writing. Not only she, the whole group will start writing the pala for each Rashi. Now I am preparing this whole software that they will be able to give a precise predictions for each Rashi and Nakshatra for about each transition. Based on the Shastra Pramana I am preparing. And they will also write the original verse, why they are coming to this conclusion. The whole thing I am putting it in one software. So now please start. The team, ask your Balasant where you want to rain. You want the rain to happen. Find out that there is no forecast. Each of the place and give instruction. Let it rain with thunder and lightning. After finishing the instruction, then you can start playing with the gadgets, electronic gadgets. Any gadget you keep it on the Krishna and tell whatever you say, it will listen. Length is only one power in that 400. In that 460, around 460, I have laid my hands as on now. In that 460, whole length is only one power. And whole depth is only one power. The depth now, with that you will do multiple things, that is different. But the whole depth is only one power. And these are all the powers which is not directly described in Agama, which is the side effect of the Agamic powers, like a Ishta Siddhi or Sankalpa Shakti. These are the side effects of that one power, Sankalpa Shakti. Ishta Siddhi, Ishitva. Ishitva's side effect is this, all this. One part of Ishitva.
Swamiji or Sri Nityananda Paramashivam tells us that I am personally sitting and manifesting powers into silicon, so it reverberates the sarvanyatva of my brain. He says, I have just multiplied myself to 7 billion to assist each one of you in a customized way. The way you want, that is enlightened app, understand? I am personally sitting and manifesting powers into silicon, so it reverberates the sarvanyatva of my brain, the all-knowingness of my superconsciousness, so it decodes through artificial intelligence assistance all the knowledge repository of the revealed scriptures, Vedas and Agamas, understand. The energizing of the silicon is directly from my bioenergy, not from any other electricity. So the artificial intelligence is equipped with the vibrations and signals directly from the power manifestation. The super consciousness of Paramashiva, so it decodes all the revealed scripture, Vedas and Agamas through the artificial intelligence.
I've just multiplied myself to 7 billion to assist each one of you in a customized way, the way you want. That is Enlighten app. Understand? I am personally sitting and manifesting powers into silicon so it reverberates the sarvanyatva of my brain, the all-knowingness of my superconsciousness. So it decodes through artificial intelligence assistance all the knowledge repository of the revealed scriptures, Vedas and Agamas. Understand? The energizing of the silicon is directly from my bioenergy, not from any other electricity. So the artificial intelligence is equipped with the vibration and signals directly from the power manifestation, the superconsciousness of Paramashiva. So it decodes all the revealed scriptures, Vedas and Agamas through the artificial intelligence. Understand? Whether cows and lions speaking in English or Sanskrit or Tamil, or the flights, aircrafts, vimanas for different dimensions of the universe, are bending the time into time traveling, are manifesting multiple powers, raising the quality of your existence, raising the quality of your Kundalini Shakti, awakening multiple layers of DNA, everything, understand, in everything. Decoding of all the revealed scriptures of Vedas and Agamas done in my superconsciousness by the grace of Paramashiva is now getting done through artificial intelligence in technology. Already the software is ready and the conscious software, superconscious software is ready and it is getting downloaded. The work has started. And customizing it for your biomemory, mapping the cosmic principles to your biomemory and awakening your biomemory. So casually, spontaneously, without any struggle, you start living these great powerful cognitions and manifesting the powers and realities you want to manifest. Mapping it precisely so you don't have to struggle. All struggle, trial and error is done by me, finished. You are given a precise words, sounds, which awakens your biomemory.
Silicon. Cheap, plentiful, insulating, and a great semiconductor. Silicon is a chemical element with its symbol Si and atomic number 14. It is a hard, brittle, crystalline solid with a blue-gray metallic luster and is tetravalent, metalloid, and a great semiconductor. Silicon is the 8th most common element in the universe by mass, but very rarely occurs as a pure element in the Earth's crust. It is most widely distributed in space in cosmic dust. Planetoids and planets as various forms. The late 20th century to early 21st century has been described as a silicon age, also known as the digital age or information age. Silicon is the element that driven the biggest changes in our modern lives. Silicon chips in computers, phones, and all sorts of other gadgets have revolutionized both the way we work and the way we play, while optical fibers made from silica crisscross the globe to create the communication networks at the heart of our connected world. Silicon is the best electronic material, not only because of its semiconductor properties, it has the important advantages for being cheap and plentiful. With silicon being the second most abundant element in Earth's crust after oxygen, and thin insulating layers needed for transistor structures are easy to make by heating silicon wafers in a furnace to form stable silicon dioxide. Every beach sand has its own unique signature. Sand from different beaches has its own unique sound, and researchers have figured out how to listen in, The Economist reports. Sand, which is a valuable commodity, is often taken illegally for construction projects and artificial beaches. India even has its own sand mafia. To find out where a sample of sand comes from, scientists drop it in acid, which breaks down the sand's carbonate chemicals made from the shell of a long dead sea creatures into carbon dioxide bubbles. Using sensitive listening devices, the researchers measure how the bubbles change the way sound travels through the mixture, yielding a unique frequency. When scientists listened to sand samples from several different beaches in the Netherlands, they found that each had a unique signature. They report in Applied Acoustics.
Setting up the items for power manifestation of silicon. Opening the app. Camera, timestamp, Jnananjan, phone or tablet. Let us set up the camera. Download the timestamp app. Click on the video. Ensure that the time is shown on the screen vividly and clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you and the object gadget very clearly, and record every step authentically, clearly explain about it. These are amazing videos which can entangle. Please do not miss recording it. Guidelines. Turn on the video recording. Apply the Jnananjan. Bring the awareness to third eye. Take a screenshot of all the apps closed. Make sure the gadget is switched on in front of the camera and no touching during the manifestation. Open an app through your third eye. At the end of the manifestation, take a screenshot. Verify the app is open. Through the screenshot, you have manifested the power. If only you're feeling the Kundalini energy and some changes in the gadget, wonderful, you started manifesting the powers. Share the video authentically with friends and families more and more for more manifestation. Listen to others' experience for more entanglement of power manifestation.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting
means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space.
You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand, you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of be unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens
and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here, Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea-based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like, for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully.
It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow
overflow, manifest the powers in all our third activities. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third activities. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Jnananda Paramashivam. Om
नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nityanand Paramashivoham. Nityanand Paramashivoham. Nityanand Paramashivoham. Nityanand Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityanand Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process. No video editing for Shakti Avishkarna video. Video is not stopped or restarted during the process. All videos are verified with timestamp and wide angle. Do not touch the gadget during manifestation. No charge or internet connection while manifesting. All apps should be closed at all time during starting. No external or internal software supplied to the gadget to change any process. Verify the screenshot authentically before and after that the app is open or not. Authentically open the app only through third eye. Do not tamper the gadget during the verification. Do it more and more authentically for more depth in power manifestation. Thank you for choosing the power of silicon, opening the app without touching.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the power manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapatati, Nityananda Jnanapatati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivu